Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. If the camera seems a little bit off, I'm sorry. My other GoPro, I don't know what's going on with it. It's acting up, so I'm on my old 5, so go ahead and apologize up front. But anyway, guys, follow-up video to me getting the new tires and all the new front end parts installed on the Jeep. So we're going to give you a quick breakdown of what all has been replaced and what all I've just put on and some of the other issues I was having. Number one, they put in the 1-ton steering, new ball joints, new axle shafts, and some other stuff we went through the front end. Also, these new tires, these are Prinx, what they call High Country MTs. So far, thoroughly impressed. Dig well, ride well, ain't noisy. But the most part of today's video is what I had to go through for some sound problems, which I don't know if you can see right there. I ended up having to rebuild the front drive shaft on the Jeep. So let's go through what all I had to replace now. Number one, of course, U-joints were shot, to say the least. Let me find my other boxes of old parts. Should be these right here. You can see I did not do like most people do. I did put the greasable style joints in here. Everybody says to put the solids in here. I went ahead and put greasables in here so I can service it if I need to. Those are actually my new ones. All right. Now here's all the parts I did replace. Like, see, this one joint here isn't that bad. I actually had to replace this piece for the double cardan joint, which number one, which I come to realize this is not a greasable or serviceable part. As you can see in there, all the needle bearings and the seal, everything it destroyed itself. So I had to get a new one of these. Part number for these on the Jeep from Napa is UJ607. Literally greased it. I added some more grease to it, slipped right in. It's back together. My other U2 U-joints, on the other hand, they had seen better days. This one, as soon as we touched it with the press, the cap exploded. The joints themselves weren't horrible. Yeah, you can see how bad that one was. It had some dry spots in it, but the worst joint out of them all was this one here. This one was the one that was actually making all the racket. Yeah. Turns out this thing's been riding like this for a while, bad enough to what you can actually see right there, and you can see there in video, it's done tapered this on both sides. So that was most of my clicking, but I'm from the school. Okay, one U-joint's gone down, they all got the same amount of miles on them, I'm replacing them all. So the entire front drive shaft has been rebuilt. So that's one less thing I gotta worry about. And next thing I got these two brand new U-joints here. These will be going on the rears next time I get a chance to get it in the garage to get them done. Now, some people have already said to me, why don't I have like a SYE and a different drive shaft for the rear? Well, as you can see, this Jeep only has roughly 2.5 inches of lift, maybe 3 inches of lift with 33s. If I go much taller, yes, I can see the reasoning that I need to do the slip yoke eliminator and the double cardan rear drive shaft like the front setup. But as of right now, she does good the way it is. The next big thing after these U-joints, and I'm going to service a couple more suspension pieces. I'm probably going to do some control arms come springtime. Once all this is done, the biggest thing that's going to be done after this is going to be putting lockers front and rear into the Jeep. That's also if I keep it, because I've had several offers to buy it off me already, and I'm just holding them off right now. Another thing you may see here is I got some new pod lights and stuff like that, but give me a second. Let me show you what I've done to get that in place. Alright guys, it don't look like much has been changed like underneath the hood, but really big thing has happened that I actually installed. You see that little fuse there? Well, if you actually look, let me get the light down here so that you can see. If you look down in here, there we go. You can see I done put a whole entire fuse block and relays in place for, you can see right there, you got your my rear lights, which I've yet to install, my spotlights for the front, and then my flood fog lights for the front are all fused, relayed, and everything through this junction block here, then to here. I had to rewire it because the old wiring didn't have a fuse, didn't have a relay. It was just literally running off direct battery power and a switch so it could be cut on at any given time. I have since changed that, and now it is set up to where the key has to be on in the Jeep for any of the auxiliary lights to work. So to make sure, heaven forbid, you leave the light switch on, as soon as you cut it off, lights go out, it saves your battery. I did also put in new switches in the factory style location, and you can see right there, front fog, front spot, and my rear floodlights are all in place and done. Of course, everything is wired through the fuse box underneath the hood. There's my wire right there for my rear lights. I gotta pull up the carpeting and get it to the back. And I want some opinions, guys. I've got a few different light options I can do back here. Just, you know, I see I got the hitch bumper here, so I got a few different lighting options what I could do. I can literally mount some, you know, like on the bumper facing back, in the bumper facing back, in the body right in here on both sides underneath the license plate or down here, or heck, I can even mount them in here vertically in the tailgate. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to mount them, so guys, shoot me some ideas of how I need to mount this stuff. And like I said, I've got several different options. I've got some flush mounts, I've got some rounds, and I've got some single line rectangles I could put on. Stuff I've had lying around for years. But other than that, guys, Jeep's been doing really good. Surprisingly, fuel mileage isn't bad. The ride and the steering is way better. I do have a slight power steering leak at the front gearbox, so that's probably going to be also on the list to do here sometime in spring. But like I said, right now it's a drip. I check the fluid level once a week. It stays good. So right now, I'm just trying to bide my time until springtime, let it warm up a little bit before I start messing with anything else. But anyway, guys, want to give you a quick update. Once again, these tires, if you see this brand on simpletire.com, so far they have been really good. I've got a little over 1,000 miles on them. They're wearing even, and as you can see, they dig. They're not super noisy, and in my opinion, that's a great bang for the buck tire. I got these tires shipped to the front door for about $675 shipped. That's not mounted and balanced, but it gets you, at least it gets them to the door. And everybody else in town was quoting me over $1,000 mounted and balanced, which technically out the door, I got these done for $775. Bought and shipped, mounted and balanced on the Jeep. So I can't complain. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Be on the lookout here soon. We're going to have some more videos coming from the shop at HPR. In fact, I'm going to throw in some bloopers here at the end of the video. So stay tuned, be safe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Chris got that Bluetooth drive shaft going on. Well, look here, guys. Watch this. Watch this. Chris got that Bluetooth drive shaft.
It's the new SEMA build.
Chris got that. he said it's the new the what?
SEMA build.
You look like a SEMA. Hold on, let me get a better shot of that Bluetooth drive shaft right there. I'll shine some light on that subject right there. Bluetooth drive shaft. Oh yeah. She got Jeep. Jeep. Big old Jeep. Chris will get rid of his Mustang and buy a bunch of Jeeps.
Hell no. A Jeep is a worse, and I'm being honest, a Jeep is a worse money pit than a Mustang is. A Jeep is never done, ever done. Mustang, you can get to the point where you're happy.